Thank you for tuning in to Free Flow Fridays with Cynae TheGoddess.
Going in. Family and nice like we snowed it in. Bring the respect, make it snow again. Then bundle up, bring the bitches in. Hot like a dark, hella melanin. Bitches be hating, they telling it. Fuck up a bag, make them tell again. Sending that pressure, you hoes think I melted in. Going in. Family and nice like we snowed it in. Bring the respect, make it snow again. Then bundle up, bring the bitches in. Hot like a dark, hella melanin.
Well, welcome to Free Flow Fridays with me, your host, Cynae TheGoddess. Hey there, we have one of our guest panel speakers here, Miss Justus Phoenix. How you doing, girl?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I am doing well. Thank you for asking. So let's get into our first featured artist of the week. Here is J Humble with Loving Me Up.
Sometimes when in love, you better keep telling me. Let go, escape from a world I can give you anything. I hope you act like you feel you can never just come to me. Come on, order another round, you're so icy. Loving me up, hoping that I don't fall down. You filling my cup, hoping that I do not drown. What I found in you, making me ice, baby, feel so good. You not to stop, beautiful. I want you now. Really love the way you dance, the way you move it around. Yeah, wind me up, break it down. Baby, give me everything, make it spicy. City lights, explore my town. Let me show you all around, let you sightsee. What do you want? Whatever it is, I can. I'm letting you know. Whatever you need, I am. We want you. Never gonna stop. Ain't anybody acting fool, then we spinning the block. And if you say we got a problem, we gon' carry the one. Lifetime just for fun, you never giving it up. Loving me up, hands on my body. Loving me up, hands on my body. I can take it to a whole nother place. I know, sometimes when in love, you better keep telling me. Let go, escape from a world I can give you anything. I hope you act like you feel you can never just come to me. Come on, order another round, you're so icy. You never asking for much, that mean anytime you need me, then I'm coming in clutch. So don't be worried about a thing, you know I'm loving you tough. And anytime that I'm away, I'm always missing your touch. Loving me up, hands on my body. Loving me up, hands on my body.
So, welcome to Free Flow Friday. I don't know about you guys, but that song was a whole vibe for me. Okay, Jay definitely did. Right. I was over here like, hey, that song was a whole vibe. Shout out to Jay for that dope video. So, for those that are just now tuning in, forgive us. We did have a bigger panel, but somebody did get sick. Somebody else fell asleep and I didn't hear a word from the other person. So it's cool. It's just going to be me and Justus tonight. And our discussion is going to be on dating and relationships. Ooh. So first off, my question is, are you single, dating, married, in a relationship? What are we doing?
I am definitely in a good, worthy relationship. So
okay, yes, okay. So now I know where this point of view is going to be coming from. Okay, yes. So that works for me. Okay, so I don't mean to dig too much in your business, but are you in the LGBTQ plus community, or are you a heterosexual lady?
Oh no, I dibble and dabble. You know, I'm everything bisexuals.
Listen, if we don't like labels, I don't like labels here. So we don't even want to put a label on it. Let's just see we free spirited, okay?
Definitely.
There we go. Okay, so now that we know that you're in a relationship, I am in a relationship as well.
Okay.
So I guess this is gonna be we can still pretend like we remember the days when we were single, okay? Um
Okay. Yes.
so so my first question is, in 2023, what do you think dating is about to look like?
Oh, I'm getting married. I mean, either he gonna marry me or I'm gonna marry him. But either way it go, we get married. So,
I know that's right. Married. Okay, so what's the timeline on that? Is he listening?
uh, nah, he not listening. He sleep right now. He drive trucks. So,
Oh, okay, that's sweet. So have you already picked the time frame in your mind?
yes, by the end of this year. So TikTok, you know.
TikTok. Okay. Have we been throwing little hints and making sticky notes or
Oh yeah, we've talked about it and everything like that. So we're just getting to that mark. We're not gonna like really rush it too much, but I know I'm not finna waste no more time. I can say that.
I know that's right, time. It's precious. So what made you feel like, okay, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. We're getting married. How is this person the person for you? How did you know?
Well, he's very supportive and he assures me. So basically he's there for me mentally, emotionally, financially. So finally got one of those that don't do 50-50. I ain't, trying to throw no shade at nobody out there. 50-50 works for other people. Yeah,
Right.
but no, I'm done with the 50-50 stuff.
Okay, so expound on that. When you say you done with the 50-50 stuff, what y'all got going over there? Is that 100, 100, 150,
Oh
170?
yeah, I give him 200%. He gives me 200%. So financially he pays all the bills and everything. So I'm just
Okay.
left with like emotionally supporting him, mentally supporting him. If he ever did fall on hard times, I'll be there as well. So, things can happen in the real world. So if he ever needed me, I'm there for him. Like he has always been here for me.
Oh, that's so beautiful. You're gonna make me tear up. Okay. Oh, y'all are so cute. That is so cute. So how long have y'all been together?
So we've been together for, I want to say like 5 months so far, but we have been talking for the past 3 years now. So,
Oh wow.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
wow. Okay, that's pretty fresh. I like it.
Yeah.
I like that because love doesn't have a time frame. You know what I'm
It
saying? Like,
doesn't. I was pushing him off for the longest. When he first heard me laugh and talk, he was just in awe. And I was like, no, 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 friend zoning him and things like that. But I was like, why not? He was definitely something different than what I'm used to. And it's been great so far. He's never really switched up, even when he was friends. So now, as my partner, it's really like, the foot is in the door. He like, oh, you ain't going nowhere. You did. I knew you was my wife from the first giggle that I heard. And I'm like, ooh, I sound real funny giggling, So he basically told me, but so far we've, continued to still talk and get to know each other because things are different from being friends to, transitioning into a relationship. But he never judged me from the days where I was keeping him a little secret and stuff, sneaking him in and out the house or whatnot, even though I'm grown. But
okay.
and it's my house, but I'm like, no, my grandmother was staying here, so I'm like, I'm gonna sneak you in. I don't really want nobody knowing, what we doing. But now he's met my grandmother, he's met my family, I already knew his family, so things have taken a nice turn in my life, from being single and with fuck boys. I don't know if I could say that,
You can
but
say whatever the fuck you want to on this here channel. Okay.
yeah. So done dealing with those, but it's a breath of fresh air. I can say that.
Well, that's dope. That's freaking dope. So tell me, how did you guys transition from friend to relationship, and what was that dynamic?
Girl, just call me Debo. I was tired of, playing games. So I'm like, look, what you want to do? Because I'm finna come. And you finna come home. This is gonna be your home now. And he was like,
You live here,
okay.
don't you live here now?
Basically. So that's how it was. I came in taking full control. Like, look, whoever you talking to, dead that shit because
We need to wake him up. I need a man's point of view now, Jay. I need a man's point of view. Listen, okay, because that was dope. I really want to get in his head and be like, okay, so how did you take that? How did you take her taking control like that?
So he was really ready for me to, say something because he kept hinting that he wanted a relationship. But I was like, it's not that he's not my type because he's definitely my type, but he was something different. And I don't think I was ready for it at that time. So I was just like pushing him off a little bit. But I was like, you know what? It's time to grow up. You're not getting any younger. I'm pushing 30 next year. I'll be 30. So it's like, yeah, it's time to stop playing games. My kids love them. So I was like, let me just stop playing games with this man. And I'm glad I stopped playing games because it's been lit,
I know that's right. So tell me, you keep saying he's different. What makes this one different? What's so different?
Well, he's a gentleman. So I'm not used to guys like holding the door open for me, grabbing my hand, helping me up the stairs, groceries, so he's like, chivalry is not dead. Basically, he showed me that. But he's an older gentleman, so I call him my old man. But yeah.
I know that's right. Oh, that is so cute. I love that. I really, really do. So, recap: you guys have been knowing each other for 3 years. Y'all was friends, but y'all been in a relationship here recently for 5 months. And so, and he did move in. Did I hear that right?
Oh yeah.
I love it all. So what we doing for Valentine's Day? I know he's a truck driver. You said that already. I mean,
so
this is the perfect episode.
He just left home like 2 days ago, and he has to be on the road for at least 2 to 3 weeks. So I told him don't take Valentine's Day off because my grandmother's birthday is the 24th, and we're supposed to be having like this big old get together for my grandmother. And that's her man too. She be flirting with him and stuff, rubbing all on his arms and things.
Oh, look at Granny.
Oh, girl, grandma be trying to get it. Sometimes I'll be like, okay, this your grandma, because anybody else I have to cut you, But,
okay, you better be looking at his grandma.
Yeah, so my grandma said, I know he be out there driving, but I want him to be there. We taking family pictures because she's about to turn 86. And we don't know when, if she'll make it to her next birthday. So she want to include him in the family photos. I ain't never introduced nobody to my grandmother. That is my heart right there. So
that's major. That's big. Yeah. That's big. If you've never introduced someone to your grandmother, that's big. And for her to want him to be in the family photos, that's even bigger. That just further lets me know that the family definitely approves.
Oh, yes. And I don't really like to introduce nobody to my family. So that's another story.
Well, that is awesome. But I want the real tea. So we're going to talk about all these dudes that wasn't right when we come back. Okay. We're going to get to our next video here with I Am Dina with Let It Go.
Okay.
She said that I'm tripping, so I showed up high. She said that she did, kinda killed my pride. It was something I always miss, and I just realized I gotta pay attention. You playing both sides. Yeah, I'm starting shit no motor, it's kinda crazy. I didn't buy a car, I got a studio. Girl, you know I'm wavy, niggas play me top, be coolio. Man, these niggas shady, I'm the GOAT no matter who I know. Hey. plus you leaving late. I know you been fucking with that lame and he ain't safe. When I get his box up in the frame, we'll blow the cake. And if you wanna step out to the lane, let's meet at the lake. And she said that she loved me. I do not trust her. Ready high like the summer. She said I found another. I was gone, but I was waiting still. Now my heart is vacuum sealed. I guess the wait is over. I just touched down in LA, ain't no way I can be sober. I copped a pound and I just tracked it down, it hit the border. So break it down, no, I can't sell an ounce, put in your order. She said that I'm tripping, so I showed up high. She said that she did, kinda killed my pride. It was something always missing, and I just realized I gotta pay attention. You playing both sides. Yeah, I'm starting shit no motor, it's kinda crazy. I didn't buy a car, I got a studio. Girl, you know I'm wavy, niggas play me top, be coolio. Man, these niggas shady, I'm the GOAT, no matter who I know. Hey, and plus you leaving late. I trust her, ready high like the summer. She said I found another. I was gone, but I was waiting still. Now my heart is vacuum sealed. You can tell that I'm from Texas cause I screwed it up. I'm used to winning when I choose, but now I'm losing trust. I was focused on the music, that's computer love. I used to show you how to move, but now I'm losing ya. And now I'm losing ya. I used to show you how to move, but now I'm losing ya. I'm losing ya. I used to show you how to move, but now I'm losing ya.
Welcome back to Free Flow Friday with me, your host, Cynae TheGoddess, and our guest panel speaker here, Ms. Justus. So tonight, our discussion has been about dating and relationships. We've been all in her business. So now we get into the real tea, all the dudes that didn't quite make it. So I want to know about the most recent situation. What was that like?
Oh, well, I was with my kid's dad for almost 12 years. No marriage or anything, so had to dead that one. He definitely didn't meet my grandmother. He
12
didn't
years and he didn't meet Granny?
No, not at all. I think my grandma would have
red
shot him.
flags looking like? What was them red flags?
Oh, it was a big one, like one real big one. It's a lesson learned,
Okay.
I believed I was in love, but love can have you dumb. So we gonna get real personal. He was abusive, and verbally, physically, emotionally, just not there, not supportive. My biggest hater, baby daddies be your biggest hater. So yeah, that's what that was.
Well, I can definitely relate to being in a abusive relationship, physically, mentally. Yeah, it was not a happy place for myself either. You definitely lose yourself. You definitely sitting there like, I know I said I wasn't going to be one of these girls, and here I am in the middle of it, and I don't even know how I got here.
Yeah, I did not know how I got there. We was tussling, we was just fighting and fighting, but it's like you get tired of fighting. I'm too pretty to be getting beat up on. And now that we have kids, they be asking questions like, Daddy gonna beat you up? And it's like, nope, not this time. Pow, pow, but
wow, that had to hurt your heart.
It hurt my heart a lot because, 12 years is a long time, a lot of energy invested, a lot of time invested, but I'm just glad to be up out of that situation. It's definitely, you can taste it. You can taste the fresh air. It's fresh over here now. So it's like when you really get over somebody and leave a bad situation alone, then, somebody else, when you find your worth, somebody else comes along and you can figure out red flags. So I dated a little bit, but first time I saw a red flag, I'll be out the door. She's a runner. She's a track star. So yeah, go. Yeah, no.
I know. Trust me. I get that. But trust me, being in an abusive relationship mentally and physically. It's just probably one of the hardest things we as women go through silently. And then there's more because we attack ourselves because it's like, okay, so why do we let this happen?
Right.
So how do I stop this? And then you like, well, I love this person. You know, I really don't want them to feel like I'm giving up on them. I really don't want them to feel like,
girl, fuck him
I'm not
and his mama. They love that. So you just gonna leave me like my mama did, bitch?
exactly. Handle your mommy issues, boo.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave you just like she did. The fuck?
But the thing is, when we in that, we don't feel that. We don't even understand that. When we in it, it's just like,
well, let me try to love
everybody
you more.
can see. Exactly. Let me try to do it better. Let me try to, you know, prove to you that I'm not like this, or I'm not like that, or I'm truly this way. Like, we literally try to stick there and prove it. And then at the end of the day, we come out ending up a shell of a person. So with my own experience, it was to the point where I wasn't allowed to have a cell phone. I wasn't allowed to work. I wasn't allowed to have friends. I wasn't allowed to talk to people. I mean, if I wanted to dress how I want, so the way I dress right now has been conditioned on me based on the previous relationships I've been in. I'm trying to get back to being comfortable with showing my skin in any way, because I was always told, oh, you trying to get people to look at you, you want attention. And at the end of the day, I guess, I do want attention, but it's not the way you think. I'm just a bad bitch and motherfuckers need to see it. Okay, it's a guy that's standing here. I feel
to let you know that I still got it. So,
like, why am I, you know, yes, it does definitely take a toll on your mental. You know, it definitely takes a toll on your mental. But why am I sitting here covering up myself because you're insecure about it?
Yeah.
Because when you met me, I was dressing this way and I was wearing a weave and I was doing my lashes, and you know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't have a problem with it then.
No.
But all of a sudden, because somebody else is looking, it's a problem. But that further lets me know you don't trust me.
He don't trust himself, because the same things that he was looking for in you, he's still looking for that in the next person. So it was a lot of infidelity and side babies or whatnot. I didn't find out until my daughter just told me about it. And it hurt a little bit, because it's like, damn, this man had a whole baby on me. And it's like, well, I'm glad I'm up out of that shit. I ain't got to worry about it.
I ain't got to worry about it. That shit ain't got nothing to do with me now, sir, ma'am.
One thing I learned is I'm not a bitter person. I'm not a bitter baby mama. I'm not finna be checking on you. I'm not finna be chasing you when you gonna get these kids. I'm not finna do all of that. I got them. Me and my new partner, we got them, you know.
That's right.
Yeah.
I know that's right. And that's definitely the mindset to have.
Oh yeah, I can't be bitter behind nobody. I know I'm the prize. I know I look good, I smell good. I know I got, you know, my things together. They getting better, credit building up, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not losing. I'm not losing.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Baby, listen. So tell me, what is your definition of a healthy relationship?
When you can talk and not, well, you can talk to each other and not at each other, because, you know, when people have those tough conversations, they can get real defensive and be like, you, and, you know, so in the relationship that I'm in now, I definitely feel heard. He definitely feels heard. In his previous relationships, the women would just take and not give back. So it's like, it's different now that he's with me, because he's like, well, if I ever fall, I know that you got me, because I didn't already prove that to him. So it's just really a give and take. So conversations that need to be, you know, had is a lot easier, because I'm not feeling attacked and criticized and put down or manipulated, because I done been manipulated for so long. It's like, oh, you not finna do that. We not finna do that. Right. So when I talk to him, I just like reword things so that he doesn't feel attacked or, you know, have to be defensive. So a lot of counseling and therapy helped me with that one.
Oh wow. Did you guys go together or that was you personally?
Oh, that was me personally, but we've always said if we, do hit that rough patch, we would see a counselor and things of that nature. But that's something that I was really shocked at because a lot of men don't believe, in counseling and therapy. So when he brought it to me, I was like, oh, you really want to make this work? Like, okay, we gonna
Yeah,
do
that's
that.
dope. That's dope. And I'm assuming he's a black man.
Oh yes, girl, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
Okay. I'm just trying to
Yes.
check. I'm trying to check on you. I was just trying to check on you and see what you was in.
Oh
Okay.
yes, I love my black men. I don't know. Sometimes I do regret not dating outside my race, but because there's like a lot of different things out there. You see other relationships that's different from another race. But for some reason, I just couldn't give up on my black men. I just knew it was somebody out there that was black that was for me. So
Okay.
I can't do raw meat anyway. Just that's not for me.
Just a little FYI.
Not for me.
Well, no, you're absolutely right. Especially when it comes to black men, they definitely don't um, suggest therapy and counseling. You
No.
know what I mean? Not to mend a relationship. When a man says something like that, you have to know that he really truly, cares about you
Yeah.
and really wants to make something work. Because my black men, that ain't something they want to do.
No, they don't like accountability,
Yeah, it's the accountability. It's the accountability, and I don't. And the thing about it is, I don't really think it's a man thing. I just think a lot of people don't like to take accountability for themselves, which makes those conversations that really shouldn't be difficult.
Right.
Because, and then as you said, verbiage plays a big part when
Yeah.
communicating with your partner. You have to understand their communication style.
Right.
Everybody doesn't communicate the same. Everybody's not going to interpret things the same. So you definitely have to choose your words carefully when you're speaking
Yeah.
the same way you
Yeah,
love, definitely
because
because you want to speak out of love and not out of those raw emotions.
Yeah, because I was a real nigga at one point. I wasn't really stepping into, my feminine side, but now I don't have to be so tough and hard and independent. Like I can finally take a break. I don't have to, be so aggressive now. And it really shows. My family is like, I really like this side of you because at first it's like the tongue will cut deep and that be that. But it's like, I'm gonna hold my tongue because one thing he did tell me, he was like, would you rather be right or would you rather be at peace? And it's like, I'd rather be at peace instead of, always trying to prove myself and prove to be right because I hit people with the straight facts. And it's like, don't nobody really like me, but that's okay because, I'm not everybody's
Everybody's
cup
not
of
for
tea.
you. Everybody's not for you.
No,
Everybody's not meant to go with you on your journey in your
no,
life. You're gonna drop some folks off. Yeah, it's okay though.
mm,
It's okay. It's
yeah.
okay. They're not meant to be there. If they drop off, they're not meant to be there. It's okay.
Yeah, ain't no spinning the block. Ain't no spinning the block. We had those conversations where we know that we all we got. I need him and he needs me. So it's like we have each other. So we focus on what we have instead of focusing on, friends and family and their opinions and, things of that nature. So it's cool.
Sounds like an awesome partnership dynamic, like honestly to me.
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion. But before we get into that, I do want to know what your opinion or definition of a partnership is. But we're going to get in that after this next video by Sunflower called Anxiety. Let's get into it.
I just wanna be rested, but I'm feeling real restless, cause I'm kinda feeling hopeless. Hide behind my smile, you probably wouldn't notice. I drowning on my sorrow, not thinking about tomorrow. I just wanna run and hide, anxiety inside, it makes me flip, I don't know why. Someday days are better than theirs. Other days I don't even care. Words can't say how I feel. I shut down cause I don't wanna feel the pain that I can't let go. It hurts to heal, but I got to grow. My mind's a chaotic mess. I need to heal cause it's for the best. I'm struggling, I'm drowning in the sea of me. From the things I feel I can't see. So suicide was the option for me, but I survived after number 3. I knew God had a plan for me. I'm alive and that's why I sing. I'm alive and that's why I sing. Heart racing, mind pacing, nonchalant, it may seem. I'm angry, wait, I'm sad. Never mind, it's not that bad. A ticking time bomb, but I'm strong. I got to keep moving along. Damn. I gotta keep moving along. Some days are better than theirs. Other days I don't even care. Words can't say how I feel. I shut down cause I don't wanna feel the pain that I can't let go. It hurts to heal, but I got to grow. My mind's a chaotic mess. I need to heal cause it's for the best. Anxious, nervous, I hate this. Extra insecure with this. Exhausted, trapped, oh why is it? I can't find peace, this ain't it. Each song I sing makes me heal. In the garden it gets real. Time to show what I conceal. Time to tap in, time to feel. I'm ready.
Welcome back to Free Flow Friday with me, your host, Cynae TheGoddess. We do have our panel guest speaker here, Miss Justus. Our discussion this evening has been about relationships and dating. That last video there by Sunflower called Anxiety. Listen. Was
I
that
love
not a whole,
sunflowers. Okay.
is that not a whole vibe though? She said
Yes.
tap in. That was like a whole self-love, like uplifting. Yo, it was such a vibe. So I hope y'all enjoyed that. But back to the discussion. So my last question, what I want to know, the tea I need. What is your definition of a partnership?
Is give and take. Somebody who listens, not to respond, but to really listen to your needs and focus on the things that you need from him or them, I should say. So it's more so the communication, the understanding of it, the love in it. And if it's not there, to just let it go, to love yourself, to know that a person shouldn't have to make you happy, but you have your own happiness and they have their own happiness, and you just bring it together to try to continue to be happy. And if you hit that little rough patch or downfall, they're there to pick you up.
Okay. Give and take. I like that. I would have to definitely agree with that. I would definitely have to agree with everybody kind of having their own happiness, understanding that we're individual people.
Mm-hmm.
Don't make me happy. I don't make you happy. We are responsible for our own happiness, but I would like for you to add to my happiness.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean?
And not take away from it. That's a red flag.
Right. Like, pour into my cup, while I'm pouring into your cup. Let's replenish each other, you know? Like if I'm having a bad day, give me some nice encouraging words, or joke around, or do whatever it needs to happen for me to feel better, just because I'm going to do the same for you, you know?
Right.
So I totally get that give and take situation. Let me see what I want to say here. I don't want to say the wrong thing here. So FYI, I don't do dudes. I'm a lesbian. So in your opinion, do you feel like there's a difference in like relationship dynamics between lesbians and heterosexuals?
I've been a lesbian or gay or whatever people call it nowadays.
Title thing.
And
Got it.
yeah, yeah. And I really feel like it's all the same. It's just the person that you deal with, you know. It's more so that individual. So it's no different. I would say it was a lot of drama, but it's a lot of drama in the straight community just as much as, you know, the other communities. So there is not anything really different. It's just more so of what you are willing to accept.
So we're not putting any labels on anything, but you're about to marry this guy, right? So what made you just stop dealing with women on a romantic level like that?
Because I'm a woman, and excuse my French, but I will beat a bitch up. So it's like I didn't want that. My mother has been, you know, a lesbian since I can remember. And I was a bit confused growing up. And I was like, you know, I don't want to confuse my kids or whatnot. I want them to be able to make their own decision instead of being influenced by what I have. So it was a lot of drama dealing with women. It was a lot of drama with men too, but it was a lot more drama with women. And we was putting our hands on each other. And I was like, that's not something that I want my kids to see. It was kind of before I had kids, but once I, you know, started having kids, I was like, I just want them to make that own decision for them and not be like, oh, well, this is what it should be or what it has to be. Like, I am more so happy with men than women. I still love women. I love everything about them. You know, it's kind of hard, but I would say it was just that decision on wanting my kids to, I wouldn't say right or wrong, but I wanted them to make their own decision.
Right. So how does he feel about your lesbian experience, so to speak?
Oh, he doesn't mind. He's not the one like, oh, so she's gay or she's a woman that's attracted to women, so maybe I can have my cake and eat it too. So he's not like that. I do joke around with him like, oh, this person is my girlfriend, I got a crush on her. He don't take it, anyway. He just be like, you're such a guy. And it's like, I can't. Yeah, I really can't help it. I do have a wondering eye when it comes to women because it's like we some beautiful creatures. So
absolutely, yeah, beautiful creatures,
like, very beautiful. I love everything about them, but it's something about a man that just does it for me. But like I say, I still, used to dibble and dabble, but we enjoy looking at women together. And if there was ever a time, it wouldn't be a problem with having someone join, into
well, that was my next question. Are we polyamorous around here? What are we talking about?
Yeah, it definitely wouldn't be a problem.
So he'd be okay with a polyamorous situation?
Oh yeah. I don't think any guy would. Well, maybe some, but he's very secure with himself, so I don't have to too much worry about that. But yeah, we would definitely go there when I feel the need, the urge to, have a softer touch or.
Oh, so you just want a unicorn, somebody to come play with every now and again?
Yeah, every now and again, yes, you know, because I'm still a dominant female. I'm not a stud or was ever a stud, but I've always been a dominant person. My personality is dominant. I always take control. And he's like, "You're not finna handle me like, you know, these women or
I
these other
love that
men."
he
So
is making you submit like that. Like that is dope.
yeah,
He
I
is
have
really
never been
making you
tamed
submit.
before. I was never tamed before. So it's like, and it's not fear, but it's really out of love because I don't have to, yeah, I don't have to just, you
I don't
know,
have to be on defense no more. I don't got to do it for myself no more. I got a
yeah,
partner now. I can
yeah,
relax. I can settle into this. You know, like
yes,
I can breathe. That's how it feels. It's like
yes,
I can breathe. Trust
yeah,
me. Hey, ladies or fellas, if y'all listening, ladies too, because I like the ladies. But if y'all
me
listening,
too.
yeah, okay. If y'all listening, bro, this is exactly what I'm talking about. You want a relationship to allow your woman the freedom to submit. We all want to.
Yeah,
The
you can't
most
force it.
dominant woman wants to submit.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take that back. Ooh, let me take that back. I'm gonna say this because I say dominant, not masculine. Okay, so studs don't come for me when I say that. Okay, because I know I really saw people like rolling their eyes, like, hold on, bitch. I don't mean y'all. I said dominant, not masculinity. Okay, so don't come for me.
even the masculine can submit. It's nothing that's
They
soft
can.
about it. You know,
They
it's more
can, but
so.
some people are not ready for that. Some
Oh,
some some studs are not ready for that understanding or enlightenment that it is okay to be balanced in your masculine and feminine energies. It make you no less of a stud, you know what I'm saying, to be balanced in your masculine and feminine energies. I personally love that shit. I don't like no female that thinks she'll do because I can go get one of them. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? It's not a problem. There's too many men walking around for me not to get one. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I like my masculine women. I like my feminine women. I like women, period. But studs, it is okay to operate out
Mm-hmm.
of both. It is
Right.
nothing wrong with it. It's
It's the give
okay.
and take. The give and
It's
take.
a give and
I,
take. But I'm
you
being real.
can't
I'm that
force me into
person.
submission
You
because
can't
if you
force
gotta
it.
force it, then it's not for you. So
It's not for you. It's not
that's
for you. Every
that's it.
woman wants someone that can lead. If you can't lead, we don't
We
want
not
it.
gonna follow.
We don't want it.
We're gonna be rebellious. I am a very rebellious person. I'm an Aquarius. I rebel by nature. So
Okay. Okay. I'm a Gemini. There's just no
oh
way
yeah.
to tame me unless you can tame me.
Right. What Jill Scott say, you can tell me what to do, but you can't tell me what to do type stuff.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
really
That
it.
is my favorite person in the whole wide world.
Yeah. She's so beautiful. Wow, man.
She is. She is me. I swear I'm her twin. Listen, Jill, if you ever come across this, hey girl. Hey
Okay.
girl. But we're gonna go ahead and get onto our next video with Vibe with Jay Humble.
I just want somebody, body, yeah. This is a whole little vibe. When you come hop on my ride, just let me know how you feel on your mind. I just wanna feel something real one time. I wanna feel safe to say I love the way you made me feel inside. If you don't take the time, understand the hurt, the pain. I try and I don't wanna put the blame on you, but the past left a stain or two outside. But I love how I feel with you. Been a while I was close to somebody. This feel like my high. Have you ever been alone at a party, trying to drink the pain away with nobody? I mean, this is when you were with somebody. I'm just trying to find something more stable. Love so sweet like mangoes. Used to live life dangerous, and I feel you the only one to change it. I just want somebody, body, yeah. This is a whole little vibe. When you come hop on my ride, just let me know how you feel on your mind. something real one time. I can't express what you mean to me. Make me wanna change your whole scenery. Just be us and no company. I see you in need of some company. Maybe something you can't handle. Crazy, it seems I know it. My heart been cold, been broken. Can't let it stop my motion. Can't let you get too close if you playing games. You joking too much time spent on hoping they felt the same. They wasn't myself to blame. I know it. If I'm your aim and show it, 'cause I'm a moving target. My love's not meant to bargain. I just want somebody, yeah. This is a whole little vibe. Can you come hop on my ride? Just let me know how you feel on your mind. I just wanna feel something real one time.
Well, welcome back to Free Flow Friday with me, your host, Cynae TheGoddess. We have our guest panel speaker here with us, Miss Justus. We've been talking about relationships and dating. That last one was from Jay Humble and Vibe. Y'all, I love her vibe. Like, literally, I love her music. Okay, so if you don't know, you gotta find out. Go to YouTube, subscribe, find her, listen to her stuff. So, Miss Justus, we were just talking about you wanting a unicorn or possibly wanting one. So, where did that come from? What I mean is that something you and him has ever talked about, or is that something you've just been thinking about in your head?
Oh no, we've always talked about it. Like I say, I joke with him all the time that I got a girlfriend, and he'd be like, "Oh, when you get around your girlfriend, you don't be answering my phone calls." And it's like we be talking about nothing. Like it don't be nothing. Yeah, I like feminine women, so I be like, 3 incomes is better than 2 or 1. So, it's out there.
Y'all sound like y'all are actually friends, like good friends. That's dope that y'all can play around like that and have those little inside jokes. That is so cute. Oh, y'all are so cute. Okay, so tell me, what was the longest relationship you ever had?
My kid's dad. I met him when I was 16, and just last year I decided to just call that quits, because we were on 2 different paths, and some people never want to change, and you got to grow to know who you are. And I decided that it was just time for me to grow, because I had to have those type of hard conversations. And he was the type of person that's like, I don't want to talk about that, even though it's like eating me up inside. You're not taking care of me, emotionally. So I had a whole little family with, 1 man. All of my kids are by the same guy. And it's a struggle, because a lot of men is like, well, you started a family with this person. You've been with this person for so long. And I still have nightmares about this man to this day, so it's like, it's been a lot of trauma with that relationship. So that was my longest lasting relationship and the worst one.
Well, I definitely hate to hear that, but I feel like moving forward, we're about to have a new record with this here new feather. He seems like a really good guy, like a keeper. My question is, how's the relationship dynamic between him and the kids?
Oh, my kids love him. They be like, "Mama, can I call him daddy?" And I'm like, I'm not, that person that be like, "Oh, this y'all new daddy," or
Right.
sit up on them. They like, I really like him. They want to get on a truck with him and go traveling with him, because he do cross country driving. So
Right.
They really adore him and he adores them. And, you know, birthdays, Christmas, holidays, he just never fails. He asks them what they want and he get it for them. But he's also that man who's like, I'm not going to reward bad behavior. So if y'all not listening to y'all mama, y'all not keeping y'all room clean, cleaning up after yourself, we not going to go out and do things. So when he come home, it's like everybody get them running around like little roaches, trying to make sure this is in order. You know, they want to go. So they really enjoy him, and that's really good because if my kids didn't like him, it would be a no-go for me. It would be a no-go. Oh yeah,
that's a no-go. That's dope. I love that. I love that. Just because I know we just got back on, I know we just did a video, but just because this song is called Baby Daddy Blues, and I feel like it is so relevant. We have to listen to it now, okay? We have to show this now. So here is Shekinah D with Baby Daddy Blues.
Oh, let's hear it.
You are too good to be true. I gotta get my mind off of you. You got that heavenly touch, but you done put me through so much. Now my heart don't even feel alive, cause you destroyed it with your selfishness and lies. All I really wanna know is why you didn't love me enough to do right. Cause I gave you everything, every little part of me, and it was all for nothing. It was all for nothing. Now you have the audacity to blame me for everything. All I try to do is love you. All I try to do is love you, love you, love you. Tell me I didn't give my all for nothing. Nothing, nothing. Tell me it wasn't all for nothing. It wasn't all for nothing. I didn't give my all for nothing. My all for nothing. Nothing, nothing. Cause I needed you, baby. Why couldn't you be the man that I needed, baby? And I'll never understand how you can say you love me and then do all of the things that you do. I know I'm not perfect, I make mistakes. My biggest one was to trust you. I never should have trusted you. Cause I gave you everything, every little part of me. It was all for nothing, and it was all for nothing. Now you have the audacity to blame me for everything. All I try to do is love you. All I try to do is love you, love you, love you. How could you let me down when I was always there for you? When everyone else turned their back, it was me that carried you. How could you let me down when I was always there for you? All I wanna know is why I didn't mean more to you. All them nights that you left me in the house alone. All them nights that you were out and wouldn't answer your phone. All them nights I laid awake praying that you make it home. All them nights I told you that you see my worth when I'm gone. I remember crying thinking I can't do this on my own. Never saw myself as a mother with no wedding ring on. I look at all seeds and marvel at how they blossomed and grown. I hate to see you hurt, but you just reaping the pain that you sown. Truth is selfish fathers lead to selfless daughters. If you don't spend your time, it don't matter how much you bought them. Cause my old man in every new man's eyes, I saw him. Addicted to narcissists dripping with swagger and charm. But I plan to be the generation that breaks every curse. Show my daughters a man's love doesn't determine what they're worth. We didn't last cause I finally chose to love myself first. Got sick of giving my best and getting treated even worse. But in spite of our demise and what you think and feeling heard, I wish you only peace, love, and success, and that's my word. I pray you mature and see the true purpose that you serve. I pray you heal and grow into the man that they deserve. I need you, baby. Why couldn't you be the man that I needed, baby? And I'll never understand how you can say you love me All for nothing, nothing, nothing. Now you have the audacity to blame me for everything. All I try to do is love you. All I try to do is love you, love you, love you. Care for me, care for me. You said you cared for me, there for me, there for me. But you weren't there for me, try for me, try for me. Put down your pride for me, give to me, give to me. Change how you live for me, care for me, care for me. You said you cared for me, there for me, there for me. But you weren't there for me, try for me, try for me. Put down your pride for me, give to me, give to me. Change how you live for me. I don't owe you nothing, 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 nothing. No matter how I think we grow, your actions always let me know you ain't worth it. You ain't worth it. You want me back, but it's too late. I'll never look at you the same. I'll always love you, baby, but I ain't crazy. No, no, no.
All right, that was Shekinah D with Baby Daddy Blues. I must say, I freaking love that song. Shout out to Shekinah D. Such a vibe, right? Yes? Yeah. No? Maybe? Yeah. I agree. So it was definitely a pleasure to have you on the show tonight, Miss Justus. I do want to thank you. It was definitely we appreciate you letting us into your life a little bit, giving us a little bit of your tea.
Yeah, no, I'm grateful that you guys have me on the show. It's something new for me, but I definitely enjoyed it. It was fun. It was, good to let people know that there is other sides and that women don't talk about, the abuse from past relationships to how things are prospering in the next relationship, because a lot of women are scared to start over. But I'm here to tell you, starting over is the best thing than to deal with the same thing. So
that's true. Well, I just love your love story, and I love that you were able to get yourself out of that terrible situation and walk into something that seems to be divine timing and divine love. Like, I hope y'all last forever and always, for real. Like, I love this energy that I'm getting from that relationship.
If it don't, y'all will see me on an episode of Snapped.
We don't want to see that.
Y'all gonna see me on the episode of Snapped if it don't.
We don't have to get you out here before they catch you there.
They definitely gonna have to catch me, shoot.
I know, that's right. Well, I definitely enjoyed everybody coming through and watching Free Flow Friday with us. We appreciate all the love. Check out the rest of our featured artists for the week. Until next time, see you later.
Bye.
John Dummy made the beat and I'm gon' kill it.
Who these niggas say they gon' come rob me in my city? Who? What they wanna do? My nickname is Sticky. When you see me flexing, know I got it with me. Where you wanna meet? Why they won't smoke with me? Who these niggas say they gon' come rob me in my city? Who? What they wanna do? My nickname is Sticky. When you see me flexing, know I got it with me. Where you wanna meet? Why they won't smoke with me? If I catch you in traffic, it's gonna be a tragedy. You gon' think I know magic. Houdini, I'ma rip the fabric, no sarcastic. Blow a hole through the plastic. Make them panic. I'm shooting shit, I ain't wrestling. I'm so lethal with the weapon. Fuck around and let off 15 shots and spin a corner just for second. Just seen it, couldn't even see me. Except for a nigga like a nosebleed. Pocket stuff like turkeys. If it's beef, then it's skis. We gon' keep it in the street. I was fighting for my ABCs, little boy, stop playing with me. Ain't no hoe in my blood, so my partners bang crip. My car for probable cause, not cause it's fully equipped. These ain't dubs, these 4Gs. Don't go to the club, need more peace. Don't want no hugs, just that me. Dope so good, you might slap me. Kick his ass like a kappa, I'm an ape like a alpha. Nigga don't even know me, think he just wanna be me. See me pull up big body, that shit hurt his little feelings. I don't need no security, I got shooters right with me. I'ma show you how it's hidden. Who these niggas say they gon' come rob me in my city? What they wanna do? My nickname is Stick. When you see me flexing, know I got it with me. Where you wanna meet? Why they won't smoke with me? Who these niggas say they gon' come rob me in my city? What they wanna do? My nickname is Stick. When you see me flexing, know I got it with me. Where you wanna meet? Why they won't smoke with me? They got them thigh pads like I play Pee-wee. Let go. 2 freaks on 3 wheels, trapping off a turbo sling.
Going in. Family and nice like we snowed it in. Bring the respect, make it snow again. Then bundle up, bring the bitches in. Hot like a dark, hella melanin. Bitches be hating, they telling it. Fuck up a bag, make them tell again. Sending that pressure, you hoes think I melded in. Going in. Family and nice like we snowed it in. Bring the respect, make it snow again. Then bundle up, bring the bitches in. Hot like them dark, hella melanin. Bitches be hating, they telling it. Fuck up a bag, make them tell again. Sending that pressure, you hoes think I melded in. Blessings galore. Back on my bully and back in Vador. Running the race like I'm doing the tour. And I'm leading the game, I ain't keeping no score. I had peace in my hood even though we was poor. Had a little but I wanted more. Gave it to God and shit started to pour. Channel my pain, now I'm built from the core. And I'm built from the shoulders, I know that you see it. Becoming the person I'm destined to be. Hustle with purpose, I'm tied to my people. I look out for them and they look out for me. Facts, coming to get it, you know it. I'm cut from a cloth that you wish you could be. Marathon running this word up to nip. Just salute and address me as Hustle Marie. Going in. Family and nice like we snowed it in. Bring the respect, make it snow again. Then bundle up, bring the bitches in. Hot like a dark, hella melanin. Bitches be hating, they telling it. Fuck up a bag, make them tell again. Sending that pressure, you hoes think I melded in. Going in. Family and nice like we snowed it in. Bring the respect, make it snow again. Then bundle up, bring the bitches in. Hot like them dark, hella melanin. Bitches be hating, they telling it. Fuck up a bag, make them tell again. Sending that pressure, you hoes think I melded in. Bitches be hating, they telling it. Fuck up a bag, make them tell again. Sending that pressure, you hoes think